Well, did you think it was warmer out there today? No, your mind wasn't tricking you. The temperature is big news for all of us tonight. In fact, the first time we have been above freezing in 10 plus days. And check it out. We have this brand new Sky 11 drone video flying low over the icy Ohio River behind us. JCPS announcing just an hour ago it's going to be on a normal schedule tomorrow. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining on this Monday. I'm Doug Proffitt.
And I'm Connie Leonard. It all comes as Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear says there's been another death related to last week's winter storm, bringing the statewide total now to 16. And that latest person to die was a 75-year-old woman from Adair County. You can see on your screen each of the counties where someone died in the Commonwealth.
Yes, it's been a big of a tragedy that's been growing from this winter storm. Over the weekend, 3 others were added to the list, including a 66-year-old man from Davis County, that's Owensboro, a 73-year-old Ballard County man, and a 63-year-old man from Hart County, Kentucky. And we knew last week a man without a home here in Louisville died, 55-year-old Richard Marshall.
I'm just ready for spring to get here.
Snow and ice, some sludge covering roadways across Louisville, and JCPS finally returned to the classroom today, but it was on a 2-hour delay. If you were out driving around late morning, you noticed the traffic jam. Some students' classes started as late as 11:40 this morning.
Wow, we sent our Conroy Deluche and photojournalist Jessica Farley to catch up with those families as they drove and walked their kids to school, which was a challenge in the Crescent Hill neighborhood.
Traffic was slow moving on Eastover Court as drivers were trying to make their way to drop students off at Field Elementary.
I just am more excited about having a routine for the kids.
It was a little bit of a challenge to get everybody back here this morning, but hopefully they'll get back into their routine and have an enjoyable day.
But the real challenge for some, just getting down this street.
It's just coming through the neighborhood that feels a little nerve-wracking. It was a little bumpy, but we're here.
The sidewalks, another issue. They're the responsibility of property owners.
I usually wear snow boots, but today I made the mistake of just tennis shoes.
Even in sludgy, messy driving conditions like this, mail carriers are going to try and make as many deliveries as they can. And we ran into one in the Crescent Hill neighborhood who earlier struggled to make a turn on this one street Eastover Court, so she had to park all the way on Frankfort Avenue just to walk her route. Frankfort Avenue was in much better shape, but business...
It's been cold and slow. You know, we're starting to come out of it, though.
Before the winter storm, Kara Shelton with Margaret's Fine Consignment says she helped remind other property owners that it's on them to clear parking lots and sidewalks in a storm.
Yeah, it makes them really hard to get here if this is where they're coming. They need to be able to get past my neighbors also.
For those who can get here, there is one item in demand.
Yeah, the coats are flying out of here.
And just a few blocks away, parents will continue working to find ways to get their kids to the classroom.
I was thinking I actually may need to bring a different car for tomorrow.
Because this snow is not melting away just yet. In Louisville, Conroy Deluche, WHAS11 on your side.
And we showed you the city streets around Field Elementary.
As for the JCPS properties, a spokesperson told us today that the district teams were out all last week and this weekend checking buildings and clearing campuses, including the sidewalks and the parking lots that are on site. The temperature actually went up a little bit today. I didn't see any mass melting, though.
No, there wasn't. The sun wasn't out. That's the problem, right, Mallory?
Yeah, we need the sun plus the above average temperatures. I think Friday's really going to bring us our first chance of some substantial melting around here, because between now and then we have another chance for a wintry mix. On Tuesday, I know that's what everybody's looking forward to, a rain-snow mix rolling in, looking to impact the afternoon and evening commutes here. So the areas that do receive snow could pick up a slushy inch, maybe up to 2 inches max of some fresh snowfall around here. And of course, we'll be timing that out coming up in our extended forecast. But your Max HD radar right now, dry conditions, just cloudy. So yes, temperatures are warmer, but it may not feel like it due to the widespread cloud cover today. As we're seeing here from our Midway University U of L health camera, light breeze at least, so temperatures are likely feeling like feels like temperatures or the wind chills, likely not too much of a difference there. But temperatures are above freezing for the first time time since January 22nd in Louisville. We're at 34 degrees currently. It's 35 in Shepherdsville, 33 in E-Town, 35 currently in Brandenburg and Hardinsburg. And your hourly planner through this evening, we are expecting temperatures in the 30s, a light breeze, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures will drop down into the 20s overnight. Looks like we'll start off the day in the mid-20s tomorrow morning. And we could have some flurries, especially off to the north for the start of the day. By the ride home, that's when we're expecting that messy, wintry mix. In the Louisville metro area, looks to be between about 2 to 6 p.m. And we do have some areas under a winter weather advisory tomorrow. You can see this is primarily along and northeast of I-64. But once again, we'll walk through the hour-by-hour forecast for tomorrow, and I'll let you know when we'll break that freezing mark again coming up in our 7-day forecast.
All right. Thank you, Mallory. Right now, Louisville water crews are working to repair a main break that shut off water to 14 customers. The company says that break occurred near the intersection of Eastern Parkway and Crittenden Drive early this morning. Officials say repairs are likely to be finished late this afternoon. No word yet on an official cause. And right now, Shively police are investigating a double shooting at a nightclub that left a man dead. Shively police responded to Club 7, that's off 7th Street Road, around 3:20 this morning. It happened more than an hour after the business had closed.
Officers found 2 men shot here. One believed to be in his 20s died at the scene. A second man believed to be in his 30s was taken to the hospital with injuries that are not life-threatening. Anyone who can help detectives there in Shively should call the anonymous tip line. The number on your screen is 502-930-2SPD.
New tonight, illegal vehicle tags causing trouble in Jefferson County. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says these tags are being sold online illegally. Now, it's hard to tell the difference, but the fake tag is on the left and the real one is on your right there, which is a little hard to tell. Drivers with these fake plates are uninsured, which means it could cost you a lot of money if they crash into you. 2
recent arrests took over 70 of the forged tags off the road. Our Ian Hardwick talked to the police chief responsible.
If it's a police officer sitting behind a vehicle, 10 feet or so, they're not as easily discernible.
Police Chief David Mudd is holding a fake temporary tag. Look at the comparison here. The one with speckled ink, that's the fake. Mudd recently found 71 tags like this. The Bancroft Police Department in northeast Jefferson County set up a sting after finding a notary selling the tags in a Facebook group.
Temporary tags are never issued by individuals or notaries.
Interim Jefferson County Clerk David Yates says legitimate temporary tags come from his clerk's offices and car dealers.
You're seeing people print tags not related to our office, not related to a dealership, similar to that of counterfeit money. Purchasing a fraudulent tag can result in fines, vehicle impoundment, or most likely criminal charges.
The counterfeits, he said, aren't registered to the vehicle. Police spot them easily if they look up the plate number. By using the fakes, drivers evade taxes and skip over vehicle inspections, according to the sheriff's office.
And you don't have to do any of that. You just put the tag on and drive it around. You don't have to have any insurance, anything.
Chief Mudd says he's investigated nearly 200 cases of these temporary tags being used. Usually he finds them during traffic stops.
There have been cases that I've been made aware of where the tag's been used in cases of armed robbery and murder even.
He added that the overlap with violent crime is rare.
We're just trying to keep people out of trouble that they don't need to be in, and at the same time catch and prosecute the people that are pushing these out there.
If you think you may have bought one of those fake plates and didn't realize it, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office wants you to give them a call so they can figure out where it came from. Reporting in Louisville, I'm Ian Hardwick for WHAS11 on your side.
Well, you can make reports to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office at the number that's on your screen there, 502-574-5400.
The 2 people arrested over the weekend, Joanne Smith and D'Angelo Thomas, are facing felony charges tonight.
New here at 5, Kentucky lawmakers are hoping to jumpstart construction of new homes and make it easier for first-time buyers to afford them.
Republican Senator Robbie Mills introducing Senate Bill number 9 today. Mills from Henderson, Kentucky, which would provide incentives for local developers to speed up the building process.
A home is one of the major investments that people make. Having a place for somebody to purchase a home in Kentucky keeps people in Kentucky and will grow our state.
The Coalition for the Homeless in Louisville applauds the move as the first step in a larger effort to address the housing shortage. Louisville is more than 35,000 affordable housing units short at the moment. We are told this effort will primarily help families making $50,000 a year and up.
Waive the adjudicatory hearing in these matters.
Yes.
Agree to the findings of violations and imposition of penalties as set forth in the agreed order.
Yes.
Agree to waive your right to appeal this matter.
Yes.
That was Daniel Grossberg speaking today after a lengthy hearing. The long-running ethics case against the Louisville State Representative Daniel Grossberg has come to an end, and new tonight, the House Democratic leaders are calling on him to resign. The Kentucky Legislative Ethics Commission finalized its case against Grossberg today.
Grossberg faced a nearly 18-month ethics investigation tied to multiple allegations of inappropriate conduct and repeated calls for his resignation. During today's meeting, he voluntarily gave up his right to a hearing and accepted a settlement recommended by Enforcement Counsel.
Well, under an agreed order today, the commission found sufficient evidence for ethics violations tied to two different charges.
They issued a public reprimand and imposed two $1,000 fines. All remaining allegations were dismissed. The Democratic caucus is now calling on Grossberg to resign from his seat in the Kentucky House of Representatives.